How do you, in a successful and efficient way, promote the content?
Well, promoting your content to your stakeholders is obviously about being where they are and being there credibly. So if you are a part of a digital universe, a social media universe, you need to have been there for a while, and you need to have credibility in that universe. If you just use it to dump off messages now and then and not opening up, not participating in a dialogue, not giving anything of yourself as a brand, it's going to be very, very difficult. So be there credibly. When it comes to promoting content on other platforms, it's about using the marketing mix you have available. You're promoting a message to customers. You want them to build on that message. You want them to engage with that message. Well, how do you place that message in front of them at the right times? I think that is just classic media planning, classic communication strategy.
So a classic communication strategy, really using the marketing mix, campaigning, the content, can you say actually. So a campaign, that's a time-limited event. Content is there to stay for a long time. How then can you track the effect of the content?
Tracking the effect of the content can be many things. It can be in the amount of minutes people spend with you, the amount of time they view or download a certain article or film. It can be about participation in events. It can be about posts, tweets, retweets. It can be about likes on Facebook. I mean, probably when it comes to content marketing, it's going to be very difficult to make an exact calculation on how it impacts your bottom line. But it shows engagement. And if you use a sales funnel as the theory behind this, of course you need to drive awareness of your activity somehow. If you have a credible social media presence, that can be very, very effective very, very quickly. You can get people to spread the message, spread your content. Another way, if you're just beginning and you would like people to engage with your content, maybe you need to invest in getting your message out there. So once the ball is rolling, the maintenance of that setup is probably not going to be as costly because you have an ongoing dialogue with your stakeholders, with your customers, and then the cost is really just about facilitating and prolonging that process. So in my mind, it really depends on where you are in sort of your communicative life cycle, and it is about understanding that without an initial investment, without an initial relationship building activity, you won't have access to people who are going to take on your content and spread it for you and have a dialogue about it.
So talking about tracking the effect also, is there any tools, any metrics that should absolutely not be missed when measuring the content effect?
I'm not gonna mention a specific tool. I'm sure that there are tools out there that will do a good job. We want to talk about a couple of parameters. First of all, if you go out and invest in being present with content that is going to spark a dialogue or spark a conversation between you and your stakeholders, make sure that you can track it. How many reads it, how many downloads it, etc. You just get those things right. What we are putting out there, is it getting used? Is it getting downloaded? Is it getting read? Is it getting resent, etc.? When I'm talking about parameters, specific parameters that I would monitor over time if I invest in doing this rather than a traditional marketing setup, it's really brand ambassadorship. It's really about loyalty. You know, are people coming back to you? Are they buying more than once? And are they recommending to others? I would say those two parameters are incredibly important in establishing whether or not this works. Very often, if it's just about campaign bursts, you might see it go up for a while and then it's dropping. With an ongoing approach, with an ongoing dialogue with your customers, the relationship should grow stronger and stronger over time. And the sales funnel should really start feeding itself rather than you investing in awareness and consideration like you would do in a traditional marketing approach.